All right, welcome to a special edition of Watching with Styles. A lot of talk about the secondary and the DB room. So I wanted to show a few big plays, chunk plays that we gave up against Ole Miss and how it can be corrected. And to me, why it's a concern, but it is not a I don't know what the word is. I'm concerned. It's a problem, and it's not a problem just for this year. It's been a problem last year too. One of them is linebackers, and one of them is our eye discipline is horrible. You're going to continue to hear me talk about eye discipline. It is downright horrible. And so, I don't know how many plays, about 7 plays, I guess. We're going to get into it now just to show you what happened. And really, I want to show because it's not an ability thing like in the past. This is strictly up here, mentally. Doing what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, how you're supposed to do it. So, first play. I just tweeted this out, and this is one of the plays that got me into this. Is that there is no, get my pen up, there is no 5-yard rule in college football. You can hit him anywhere on this field as long as he hasn't released the ball. So right now, we are hooked up man to man. We are right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards off the line of scrimmage from him. Now, one problem is we're not inside, which is not a problem. I'm saying that because it's not a problem. The reason why is because we have a safety over the top. So you want to kind of force him into there if possible. So it's okay to play a little outside leverage because you got help in the middle of the field, right? The problem is these guys are too damn good to allow him to get a free release, and now he's got a two-way go, and for you to cover him all the way down the field consistently. So what I used to do, and you mix it up, is oh man, I don't have it on the screen. Give me 1 second. I still got it on myself. So here's the play. So let me start over. So he's outside leverage. Corker is outside leverage, as I was saying earlier, because he's got a guy in the middle of the field. He's rolling to the center. So he's got someone deep over the top. So he's trying to force him in there, if possible. As I was saying, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 yards off the receiver. What I used to do, he's obviously man because his eyes are totally on the quarterback. This guy's eyes is over here. So you can line up at 7, take a couple pedals, soft pedals. He thinks he's eating this cushion up. Then you get a jam. Well, let me show you what. Couple soft pedals. He's coming. You stop, get a jam, reroute. Now that throws off the timing between these two guys. But he's trying inside release. He's trying to cover man without getting a jam. Or at least getting your hands on him, making some contact. Now, this is why the pros line up and press man. Because past this yard line, you can't touch him. So therefore, you want to connect with him right now. That's why in the pros you see a lot of press man is because of that 5-yard rule. Period. If you're on Twitter, you can ask me a question. If you are watching via Periscope, you can ask me a question via Periscope. I'm looking at both. So, here we go. See right there? No jam. This guy free release. He's up on him. His cushion is gone. You need to jam him. That's just poor technique. Now, this is the other thing that bothers me about this team. Is we have to watch the eyes of the quarterback. So this guy deep needs to be cognizant of his eyes. You stay in the middle field and you shade probably between here and here. Because you know he's also trying to look you off the majority of the time. Okay? So he needs to be smart. This guy needs to be a smart kid. The problem I have with a lot is watch what happens when the quarterback releases the ball. Is anybody moving? No, not enough. We should be sprinting. That's one play. Next play. This is a big concern for me. And it's been my concern for a long time. Is our linebacker drops. Drop, eye on quarterback. This is the advantage of playing zone. And this is what Arkansas did outstanding for the majority of time against Mississippi State. These guys were great with their eye discipline and great with their breaks on the ball. We have to do the same thing this week. So, Jamin doesn't drop, read the eyes of the quarterback, and slowly move. Arkansas did a great job of passing these mesh routes of Mississippi State last week. So, I'm going to try to stop it. So right now, Jamin knows pass. Look at the situation. Linemen are blocking. There's no back in the backfield. So right now, he should be getting depth. Let this guy come across. We're trying to get interceptions and make big plays. That's not what it's about. Keep getting depth. You know, in all passing plays, there are levels. They're going to try to attack you low. They're going to try to attack you high. If you come up, they're going to throw it over the top. If you stay back, they're going to throw it underneath. We want the underneath throws. We don't want the big chunk throws over your head. So get some depth and watch the quarterback eyes. Look what the quarterback is. So you should be starting to, he's looking in the middle, get in the middle. Now, why is he going to the right? Oh, this is the wrong play. My bad, I went back too far. Same thing. See that? See why? We need to be, this is the deal. Third and 5. Watch the quarterback eyes. Watch the quarterback eyes. He's in the middle field. This is what I was saying, how Arkansas passed it off. You got a guy over here. Why are we worried about this guy? Because we're trying to make plays instead of handling our responsibility. His eyes are here. You're guessing. His eyes and helmet are pointed right down the hash mark. All we have to do is keep getting depth. He has to elevate it, which gives the DBs time to react, but we don't do that. We try to guess at the route that is covered How is he moving to the right when a quarterback is releasing the ball straight down the freaking hash? That's recognition. Period. Same thing. We're in freaking man. Show you why we're in man? Because look at all the guys. Well, now. Yeah, we're still in man. We got some type of combo coverage, but it's about eye discipline. Eye discipline. Eye discipline. Eye discipline. These guys are not firing off. What is he doing? You have to read through. Stop looking at the eye candy right away. You got to read your keys. This is not your key. I guarantee you. Your keys are something else. Guard pulling. Is the guard firing off? Is this guard firing off? No. We should be reading through, not looking at all the damn eye candy. Eye candy. What is Jamin and Corker doing? Eye candy. I'm not sure which one, but it's one of them. I'm going to tell you one thing. The safety, I'm going to always put it on him because we are the last line of defense. Why is he all up in that gap right now when his guy is showing pass block? That guard in front of him is not showing a zone read. He's pass blocking. Eye discipline. Too easy. It's on Corker or Jamin. I'm not sure. It's not my defense. But I know the basics. Look at the push up the middle. Discipline with defense. Linebackers. See, I get a little upset because us as secondary get a lot of the blame because linebackers don't get dropped. Look at the separation between the linebackers now. They should stay separated. Why are we, this guy in particular, gets stacked on this guy? Just watch. Because of eye discipline. It's an obvious run. You know why? Watch the offensive lineman. I understand he's pulling, but that's soft. If he reads his keys correctly, these guys wouldn't be on the hash together. He would be probably about right there making this throw impossible. And all Kiffin is doing is trying to bait you with the eye candy to make you believe it's a read option for a reason. The guy pulls, he wants to vacate this zone by enticing the linebackers to go here. But if you look at everybody else, you're looking through the line of scrimmage, look at how easy these guys are not trying to create. If the line of scrimmage is here, they're not trying to create a new line of scrimmage here. It's easy. If you train for it, it's easy to see. These guys are backtracking. Stop getting all razzled by the freaking thing behind the curtain. Read your keys. He should be right here. And then that window is gone. It's null and void. And we got a good enough push to get a sack. So some of these sacks are because of the back half not doing their job, because we'll get enough push. Look at that push. But the zone is freaking vacated. Same thing. I'm going to blame this more on the safeties. What are we reading? Why do we open up our hips instead of staying the back pedal? And if we're going to open our hips, why are we not closing on the tight end? Because if you look at the quarterback's eyes, quarterback in college, there are not that many guys whom are very good at looking off and then coming back. Look at the quarterback eyes as a safety. Look at the quarterback eyes. You should be able to feel. See, this is the thing. You should be able to watch his eyes and feel guys coming into your zone. Watch the quarterback. You see the fake, you backpedaling. You are not overreacting. Because you got guys underneath for whatever happens here. Your job is to be the last guy to the fence. You backpedal, preferably actually more straight back for a couple. Watch his eyes. He's going to take you where the ball is. Watch Corral's eyes right now and tell me if he's fooling anybody. Look where his eyes are right there. Look at it. It's down the field. His eyes are not, His eyes are not looking this way at all. These two guys are the ones who should be looking at his eyes. His eyes are looking right there. We should be feeling that. And after that feel, we should be seeing this guy vacate right over these linebackers. Now, one thing is, now we should, after we see the keys, we should flip as fast as we can and go back. Look how close we are to potentially knocking this ball down. But we got to get back. Look at that. That's fingertips. That's what I mean by eye discipline. Watch. It's hard to tell. Let me see. We got to react a little bit quicker. You can't really tell, but Square should be going back a step faster. Step fast, he might have been able to tip that because he was an inch away from knocking that down. This is the one I talked about on Monday. You cannot let the guy get inside of you. That's just, he's not the only one. Every one of the starting corners, I said we got 3 of them. And Dort, Eccles, and Joseph let the guys inside right away. He let them inside. I talked about it last night. I'm not going to get upset about that again. Now let me see something else. Because the other thing is, see, it's going to be hard to explain without, I might have to do some film. I'm not sure. My son probably get him. If Eccles punched with his left hand and got a hand on him, and this receiver still got across your face, if he got across your face, even though you got your hands on him, you can't continue to ride him with this hand because it closes your hips. Then you got to switch to the right hand and ride him, if that makes sense. But on this, we didn't even get up. You cannot line up that good, that close, without getting your hands on him, and we're not doing a soft back pedal. He didn't take a soft back pedal. He took one step back and then opened his hips. He's beat. All right. One day I might get into some DB one-on-one. This play bothers me a lot because this is just pure communication. It is a rolling of coverage over to here, over to the trip side. They rolling. Miscommunication. He needs to get in the third. However, he stays here with a flat route, and he's going to curl the flat, which leaves a void right there. We're lucky he didn't throw a better pass. although they eventually score anyway. But watch this. He's wide open. He's wide open. Better pass, that's touchdown, because our corner is not doing its job. Same thing. We get too enamored with the eye candy and not getting depth. We got to get depth. Force them to throw it under here, please. Force them. Get depth and then react. I'm telling you, with eyes on quarterback, there's no better situation to get depth and them throw an out route and you break on the ball when his hands release and you get a nice, good collision. We're not reading through the quarterback. He's in your eyes. Read through the quarterback. We're reading the quarterback in this. And we react too late. And now they got an easy throw. This is simple. This is simple football. Our discipline with our eyes is what's beating us in the secondary. And that alone. Period. There's not much else. If we improve our eye discipline and improve in reading our keys, we would do much better on the back half than what we have been showing. Period. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. You can always, you should tune in. Not always, or should. You better tune in tonight. My man Anthony White and myself, The Locker is Tuesday and Thursdays, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube at The Locker 411. I think you guys should tune in. I'm sure this is going to be a special show after another disappointing weekend. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.